yeah, it's still really bad. This must be what it's like having an N55. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. Sorry for the delay in the videos this week. I've just been cleaning. Everything's been cleaned. Yeah. Oh, and it was my birthday. I got very drunk. It was good. All right, back on to today's video. What are we doing, David? We are 0 to 60ing the 325i Coupe that you guys was introduced to the channel like 6 months ago now. Yes, it's been around for a little bit. Had a few little issues. We fixed the diesel valves recently, put the correct plugs in it, and it seems to be running quite well. Although I do need to be completely transparent to the channel. I think the air conditioning compressor may be dying. It's making a little bit of a rumbling noise, something to worry about down the track though. But today we're doing the acceleration test. Yeah, so the AC comp shouldn't affect its 0 to 100 time, and I'm particularly looking forward to it because the last car we did 3 or 4 days ago was the E46 330 CI. Yeah. That was $3 to dump the clutch then. Yeah. That shift is awesome. Okay. Yes, I think this is going to be pretty similar to that time. The 330 definitely feels more torquey, but this seems to scream at the top end a little bit nicer. So, going to be interested to see what time it does. Interestingly enough, they both have the same factory times, I think, don't they? The 330 CI is 6.9, and this is also claimed at 6.9. Now, the 330 CI was a SMG car. I'm going to have to say it, I reckon it was pretty much nailing the launches on the street. Maybe could do with a little bit more revs, but I don't think there was much more in that car, even with a clutch pedal. It was definitely, even if you had a clutch pedal, to do it any more aggressively or any quicker, you would have been raping the car, like killing the car and expecting to get a new clutch after the launch, which, yeah, so I'm not going to go crazy. Sorry, we just got a dog fight. Oh no, they're playing, sorry. But yeah, actually, as Dave said, he's not going to go crazy with this car, and it's not our own car, so we don't want to hurt it. But we have got the clutch pedal, so we can actually slip the clutch and save the diff in this case. Yeah, and hopefully we can get to 100. We should be able to get to 100 in second gear, so it's just a nice one change. And let's see what happens. Yeah, what do you reckon it's going to do? Look, I'm thinking, and I've driven this car a little bit more than Dave because I keep trying to fix it. I'm guessing probably going to be high sevens. I think it's pretty similar to the 330. It'd be interesting to see if it does go quicker. It is on Pirelli rear tyres, where the 330 was on Linglongs. But it wasn't really traction limited either, so. That is true, that is true. Yeah, we did not have traction issues in the 330. They are Chinese replica wheels with all the clear coat peeling off. The car's actually a pretty tidy car, but it is the non-M spec. These were rated at 160 kilowatts and 250 newton meters of torque, which is it's good power, but terrible amount of torque. Yeah. There's no torque. The mower has about that much torque. Oh, also, let's not forget, we have actually done a sedan version of this car, the 325i, and that was, to be fair, that clutch wasn't in the healthiest condition. No. But that was high. It was nearly 9 seconds, 8.8 and 8.9, I think, were those two runs. So is this one going to go quicker? I'm hoping it's going to be quicker than that. And yeah, if it can sort of beat the 330 CI, then I think that's a pretty good achievement too. Well, I think let's get out on it. Dave, you can take it for its first drive since it's had its running engine properly, and we'll see how it goes. Let's test it out. Let's go. So, I hope you can hear us all right. We were just driving out, getting some heat into the car to go and do its timed runs, and I think the motor's just blown up. That's a horrible, horrible noise. It happened at probably just at road speed around 80 kilometers an hour. Quite low in the RPMs. Yeah, and so we thought it was just the clunk that this engine's been hearing before, but then as we come down to the T-junction and slowed down, the clunking was more evident when there was less road speed, and it slowed down with the RPM. Do you want to just start it up again, and we'll just see if it had, I thought it was an air conditioning rumble, but maybe it was a rod bearing rumble. It sounded like that noise then sounded like it was coming from the bottom of the engine. Very, very deep. And it wasn't a tap or it was a knock. Kill it. Oh, it's really annoying. We've never done an engine before. It sounds so bad, doesn't it?
And it's 100% that goes with RPM.
So, we're not going to know how fast this car is.
But it's not very fast.
It's not low on oil.
It's not hot. Literally just filled the tank up. The fuel tank, I should
the fuel
clarify.
All right, guys, we're going to
probably end it there.
Well, we'll see. We'll work out how we're going to get it back. Should we try and limp it home?
What's going to be the quickest way? Actually, that way might be better, actually, because there'll be more places to pull over than the back way.
We're about 15 minutes from home. All right, we'll give you an update in a sec. Okay, so after the panic of blowing up somebody else's car and worrying about having to pay for it, the reality of what's happened is sort of set in. So that knock started no more than 35 to 40 seconds ago. We don't need to limp the car home. We can get picked up, go get the X5 in the trailer, and we'll trailer this home. So I think we'll do that. And then pull the drive belt off and just make sure that noise isn't coming from the AC compressor. Like I said, there was a whirring sound, I thought, coming from the AC compressor. It didn't stop when you turn the AC compressor off, but there was a noise there that wasn't rod bearing. So I wonder if the AC compressor has just shut itself. I mean, it's right there, the AC compressor. I don't even know if the GoPro's picking it up. It's right down there, so maybe it's that. We'll take it back. The other side is, if it has just done rod bearings, let's not damage the crank, because rod bearings are pretty cheap for these. And 30 seconds, oil's at temp, it had oil pressure, it's got good oil in it, it's ran for 30 to 40 seconds making that knocking noise at 1,000 to 1,500 RPM. So the engine wasn't under much load. It also started not making this noise coasting at like 40 kilometers an hour. Again, super low load on the engine. So it's all a bit weird. Anyway, we'll go and get the X5. We'll tow this home. Nice. So guys, we're just thinking about this. Now, as I said before, also no one can come and pick us up at the moment. As I said before, there was a noise coming from the AC compressor. And I've heard knocking AC compressor. I mean, but this sounds like rod knock. It is a heavy knock. You can feel it through the whole car. But I'm thinking the AC was working. On the drive, the AC was working. I feel like starting it up and seeing if the AC still works. And that might give us an indication if the AC compressor's just like collapsed internally. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start it up and see if it's got cold AC. Just shout if it sounds really bad, because I don't want to ruin the crank if we don't have to.
Oh God.
AC on. AC's cold. The AC is cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, kill it. It was, strangely, it is no louder or quieter below the car.
Yeah.
It's the same, sounds like the same volume and the same sort of amount of thud, whether you're on the top and either side. So it is very central. But then again, your AC compressor is on the front and the bottom as well. So
we're gonna have to, I don't know, I don't want to risk driving it. If the AC didn't work, I was thinking we would just, it's probably the AC compressor, we could drive it back, but
that's crank and rod and bearing issue. This must be what it's like having an N55.
Lol. All right, we'll keep waiting.
All right guys, bit of an update. We've got the X5. Once again, it's come to the rescue with the trailer. And now we've got to start this horrible engine up again to get it onto the trailer.
Now we should clarify, we thought about winching it, but if it's rod knock, it's probably knackered, so.
And a very short drive isn't gonna change its fate. God, that sounds horrible. You're good, you're good, you're good. Cool. Yeah, it's still really bad.
It's louder on the trailer.
Yeah. So it's down low, definitely. Oh, it's such a bad noise.
All right, I think we still got to, we'll get it home, we'll take the drive belt off, and just on the off chance it's one of the accessories, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got back. I have taken the drive belt off. It's just disconnected from the crank pulley. That's what that's there.
Shouldn't get munched up if it... Nah, should be right.
I think it'll be clear. All right, I'll give you the camera, Dave.
You just fire up.
Yeah, I guess this is just going to show... The only thing that's playing on my mind is the AC compressor because it was whirring. Well, I think it was the AC compressor, but it never changes whether you turn the AC on and off. But then the AC worked when we were on the side of the road.
Yeah, I'm not confident, but hey, it's worth a shot.
It's the worst knock I've ever heard from a car. All right, again, just shout out if it sounds particularly bad.
Yep. What the...
It's not...
It sounds mint. It is smooth, it's crisp, it's clean. What the... How big are the pistons in that AC compressor?
Oh man, I'm so glad it's not the engine.
I was...
Oh, you guys didn't see that, but I've been looking at engines for these the whole time.
We didn't drive it home because...
Pain in the diddly. All right, I think we can end it off here. We didn't get to do a 0 to 60 episode on this, unfortunately, because we had this mechanical problem.
Oh my God.
But I guess we can at least look out. Well, let's have a feel, actually. Let's have a quick feel of all the pulleys.
How munted it is.
It's warm. That pulley seems fine.
There's a little bit of a tick on that one.
That's power steering. Yeah, I think that seems fine. The balancer, it's hot. No play in it. There's a little bit of play in the new tensioner that only got fitted, 10,000 Ks ago. Or however many Ks ago.
Oh, that's not.
Oh,
she's grindy already here.
I mean, the clutch isn't engaged, but that's the bearing on the compressor. That's grindy.
Yeah, wow. Oh, I mean, still, the knock that was coming from that, I always thought the pistons in there would be...
I guess in case people don't know as well, unless the AC system is triggered, when you spin the pulley, it won't actually be turning the compressor over. So what I'm doing here is just turning the pulley.
And even the pulley sounds grindy, so maybe the bearings in the pulley have... No, I don't know. The compressor has got to be just mangled internally.
All right. Well, at least it's somewhere to start that's less than an engine. So it's going to need an AC compressor first off, which will be a video next week. So if you're interested in seeing how to install an AC compressor on N52, please make sure you're subscribed. Remember to hit that like button, because I'm glad we didn't have to pay for an engine.
Yeah, maybe might have to hit up Gresham.
Yes.
See if he's got one.
Because he's always doing retrofits on older cars. He might not use these compressors. All right.
Job for the weekend.
Thank you very much, guys.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.